I'm Alex Miceli, Alistair Tate. We're here, 18th green. This is where Louis made history, Alistair. Unbelievable.
Louis.
I can't say his name. You give it to me. Come on.
Louis Oosthuizen. That's
Okay.
what I'm going for.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
I feel horrible when a Scot can go ahead and pronounce the name better than an American. Louis Oosthuizen, what a great job he did. And it wasn't only the first 2 days, Alistair, it was the entire weekend.
Well, I mean, you've got to think that the conditions that we had were the toughest we've had in a long, long time, with the wind, and the way he handled himself was fantastic. It was a procession today. He didn't put a foot wrong, and it was brilliant. I mean, he cruised to victory. Well done to him.
Why is it that these guys come from nowhere, play great, and then you wonder, why hasn't he won before? What's the deal?
Well, I think the deal is, I mean, Graham McDowell put it best when he said that, you know, the European tour is a very global tour right now. We play all over the world: China, Australia, South Africa, Europe, Germany, all different sorts of grasses. They're used to different conditions. They play in the States now, they get to play in the States in the WGC events, so they're not intimidated. And I think it's easier now for young guys from Europe, from South Africa, to come out and contend on a big stage.
Lee Westwood, another bridesmaid appearance. Not that he really was ever in this thing, but the bottom line is it's got to start eating at him at some point.
I just don't think he hold the putts this week, and it has to start eating him. And he's been so close. He's such a great ball striker, but his putting is still suspect. But it's just around the corner. It has to be. You keep knocking on the door. You know what they say. Keep knocking on the door's going to open. I think it's going to happen.
8 shots back, third place. Henrik Stenson, who knew it because he hadn't been playing well this year. Rory McIlroy, who was leading this thing, and he had the coronation going after the first day, and Paul Casey, who did actually put a wrong step on the final day's play.
Well, let's cover Stenson and Casey right now. They haven't been in this spot in a long time, and it's a surprise that they haven't. McIlroy, I mean, he's got to be kicking himself. You take away that 80 in round 2, and he's up there. He might win the championship. So he'll learn from this. He'll move on, and he'll win. But the 80 in round 2, oh, man.
It's been a long time since we've only had one major winner in a year from the United States. We are now looking at that happening this year when we go to Whistling Straits. I'm a little concerned as an American. I'm sure you're not so concerned as a European/Scottish. What do you say about that?
Well, you know, the worrying thing is if you take Tiger and Phil out of the mix, the strength and depth in world golf seems to be around the four corners of the globe. And for the first time in a long time, the last 4 majors, the trophies sit in 4 different continents. Yang, McDowell, Oosthuizen, and Mickelson. That's a great trend for global golf, not so much for you guys.
Well, you know, you're right, you're scary. You take Tiger and Phil out of the mix, and what are you looking at? You're looking at Shawn McKeel, Todd Hamilton, Ben Curtis, Rich Beam. I mean, those are our American winners. That's not a good situation for us, and we need some of our guys to step up. But that's a whole nother story because we'll be talking Ryder Cup down the road. Alistair Tate, thanks very much. Alex Miceli, we loved it here at St. Andrews. We'll see you, as Peter Dawson said, at Royal St. George's.